Paul, what's up?
You want to know how terrible Dad was today, don't you?
Oh, maybe. How could you tell?
It's not that hard to guess. He's a pain in the butt and gets worse by the day.
Do you think it's ever since Mom died or something else?
It's not since anything, Ava. It's just his personality. That's the way our dad always has been and always will be.
Stubborn? Nasty? Set in his ways?
Yeah, all of the above. Plus, you forgot a bigot.
Well, he's been driving my daughter nuts, that's for sure.
Layla? But I thought she already said she didn't want to have anything to do with him.
Yeah, well, he somehow weaseled his way back in. I don't know for sure, but I think it had something to do with money.
Oh, yes, of course. That's how Dad gets you. It's always been how he gets everybody. Makes you feel like you owe him.
Then endlessly criticize you until you leave, then rinse and repeat. It's a doom loop.
But what's he saying to her? I mean, what is he doing specifically now?
You know, just a snide little comment about mental health, about kids these days, the next generation, and some old crap.
Wait, mental health? What do you mean by that?
Well, you know, Dad thinks the whole mental health thing is a big racket, of course.
Oh, yes, I'm well aware. Believe me. I'd heard all about it the other day, while we were sitting around watching Dr. Phil. Dad's got some thoughts about that guy, let me tell you.
I know, and don't even get him started on Dr. Drew.
Oh, my lord, no.
I mean, even at his age, I think that if Dad met Dr. Drew down a dark alley, it wouldn't end up well for him.
Well, I wish Dad would take out his frustration on those two charlatans instead of my niece. That's for sure.
Do you know what she told me? He said he went over there to visit him last Sunday.
Oh, no. What? I shuddered to think.
He said that anklets were slutty anklets.
Well, you know, they do draw attention to those irresistible, curvaceous, sublater joints.
He just needs to relax. I mean, serious meditation or something.
That's not going to happen unless you slip it into his drink.
And he doesn't even drink anymore.
I feel like maybe if we just got him out of the house, he would feel a lot better about things.
What do you mean? Like some kind of an old folks group or something?
I don't know. Do you think it would help him?
Well, it would take the pressure off of us to spend so much time with him, as awful as that sounds. And give Layla a break as well. Bless her heart, she tries so hard with him.
Ugh, Mom, I am so upset right now.
Oh no, honey, what is it?
Well, do you know what day it is?
It's Sunday, isn't it? I mean, I watched all the Sunday news shows this morning, so...
Yeah, that's right. And what do I do on Sundays? I go see that nasty old man you call your father.
What did he do now?
Well, geez, let me count if I can remember them all. He said I was too thin. He said my jeans were too tight. He said my generation was soft and stupid.
Oh, Lord.
He said that I don't have a boyfriend because I talk too much.
What? He said that?
He claimed he was joking, but I mean, what kind of joke is that? Nobody jokes about something like that.
Oh, no, honey. I have no idea what's wrong with that man.
I mean, he was always a nasty jerk, but he's gotten so much worse, Mom. I mean, what's his freaking problem?
I don't know, honey. I guess he just sees the world changing so fast and he doesn't want any part of it.
Well, if he doesn't want any part of it, then he should just turn off his TV or change the channel to his old shows. That Columbo dude or something.
I think he'd rather just complain about it, to be honest. I think he feels it keeps him going.
Well, I don't care if it keeps him going. And he can complain all he wants about the world and how it's changing, which is so original, by the way. It's not like people haven't been doing that literally forever. But he doesn't have to be so freaking nasty to me. I mean, I'm his only granddaughter.
I know. I'm so sorry, hon. I really am.
You don't have to apologize, Mom. It's not your fault. I feel bad that he's your dad.
Ugh.
I'm sorry. Did that cross a line? I'm sorry. If it did, it just kind of came out. You know I have no filter sometimes. I guess I'm kind of like Grandpa in that regard, right?
No, honey, it's fine. You're right, it's true. Sometimes I feel bad that he's my dad, too. I mean, he truly does have some great characteristics. At least he used to.
Do you think that maybe they are still buried in there someplace? And maybe they could possibly still come out someday?
I don't know, I hope so, but, sweetie, your grandpa is old. Time's kind of running out for that.
I hate hearing that kind of stuff, Mom.
Well, I know, but it's a sad fact of life.
Well, I'm not going to go see him until he gets some sort of help, okay? It's just, it's not good for me, mentally.
I totally understand, honey.
Okay, well, thank you so much, Mom.
Ava? Ava!
What's wrong, Dad?
It's Sunday.
Yes, it is, and so what?
Well, you know what that means. It means that my mentally disturbed granddaughter is supposed to be coming to visit me.
She didn't let you know that she wasn't coming. Or why?
No, she did not. Not a word at all. Nothing. Do you understand how rude that is? Because obviously that girl does not. What did you teach her anyway? Obviously not a damn thing.
Do you hear yourself, Dad? Seriously?
What? What do you mean, do I hear myself? Of course I can hear myself. I still have ears, don't I? I ain't that old yet.
No, that's not what I mean. And I think you know exactly what I mean.
No, I don't. I don't have any idea at all. Would you care to enlighten me with your big brain?
I don't know. I was just wondering if you were aware of what a jerk you sounded like.
A jerk? Are you calling me a jerk?
Yeah, that's right. And is it a wonder at all that your granddaughter doesn't want to have anything to do with you?
What do you mean? Of course it's a wonder. It doesn't make any sense at all.
Dad, you're so mean to her. You're cruel.
What did she say to you? I want to hear it right now. I have a right to defend myself, you know.
Yeah, you do. And I'd love to hear how you're going to do that. You need a pretty good lawyer, let me tell you.
I didn't say anything to her that wasn't true. This generation is a bunch of wusses. Just look around at the mess we're in, Ava.
None of that is her fault, Marco. She's 17, and it's not my fault either. And if you want to blame anyone's generation, well...
Well, what, girl? You got something to say, then say it.
No, I don't have anything to say. Honestly, I'm not really into, whatever it's called, a generational conflict.
Ugh, I hate when you use those big words. You think you're so fancy just because you went to college. Who do you think worked their tail off? So you got to go to that silly little university of yours, huh?
Mom, every night at the hospital, 3rd shift.
What? I hope you mean me, your father.
Yeah. Okay, fine, you did too. And I'm grateful, of course.
Yeah, well, you should be.
But I'm sorry. Layla deserves a grandpa who isn't gonna put her down.
Huh? I won't put her down. It's called constructive criticism. There's a fancy word for your college girl.
I have to go, Dad.
But wait. When is Layla coming back to see me?
When you get yourself together.
Wait, what?
Hey, Mom.
Hey, honey, how's it going? I'll be home soon, I promise.
It's okay. I found something myself to eat.
Oh, great. Well, that's good, because I had absolutely zero idea of what to make. Do you have homework or anything?
I already finished it.
Such a good kid. Oh, I'm sorry to tell you, I can't find that old book of poems you were telling me about. I even looked in the basement through some old boxes.
Some of them.
Okay, yes, I admit I didn't look through all of them.
Well, I did.
Oh, really? You did? Oh, great. Did you find the book?
No, but I did find a bunch of old VHS tapes.
VHS tapes? Really? Wow, that makes me feel old. I don't even know if we still have a VCR.
Oh, we do. It was with the VHS tapes.
Oh, well, that's good. That makes sense. I guess I was thinking ahead. So what tapes did we have in there? Don't tell me. The Titanic with 2 tapes.
Well, yeah, of course. But you also have a few home movies in there.
Home movies? Really?
Yeah?
Are they labeled or anything?
Yeah, some of them.
What are they then? Layla?
You've got me as a baby, of course.
Oh? Your father never got that transferred over to the disc?
You've got your wedding day.
Oof! I'd rather not watch that. In fact, maybe we should just burn it.
Oh, come on, Mom. You can't burn your wedding video. Even if you and Dad did end up getting divorced.
Honey, what's the date on that tape?
It's June 19th, 1992. Wait a minute.
Oh yeah, that would be the wedding video for my first marriage.
Oh, well now I really want to watch it.
Layla, no! I have no idea why that thing is even still in here.
Wait a minute. What's this?
I don't know, honey. What is it?
It's a tape, of course. And it has a label. But it's really faded. In fact, I can hardly make it out.
Can you hold it up to the light?
Okay. Let's see here. Wait a minute. I think I can make it out. September 14th, 1980? Wait a minute. Mom, that's your birthday?
Yes, honey, that would have been my 5th birthday.
So, do you think this tape is from, like, your birthday party or something?
Well, I can only imagine it would be.
Oh, wow. Oh, that's so cool. We have to watch it. Oh, come on. Please, can I watch it? I'll wait until you get home, and we can watch it together. How about that?
Oh no, honey, that's okay. You go ahead and watch it.
Really? You don't want to see it?
No, I think it might make me uncomfortable.
Oh, well, okay. I guess I can watch it and tell you all about it then.
Yes, honey. That'll be fine. I'm gonna finish up some work. I'll be home maybe a little bit later now.
Oh, well. Okay. Mom, I love you.
I love you too, sweetie. Bye.
Hey, Mom. Are you still awake?
Yeah, honey, I can't sleep. I have a lot on my mind for some reason. My mind's kind of racing right now.
Yeah, me too, honestly. Can I tell you why I can't sleep?
Of course you can, sweetie. You could tell me anything. You always can.
Well, I watched that tape, you know. Your 5th birthday party. You said that I could watch it, right?
Yes, sweetie, I did.
I just can't stop thinking about it all.
Really?
Yeah. It was really kind of strange. I don't know how to feel about it. I honestly don't even know if I should tell you about it.
Well, considering I told you I didn't want to hear about it at all, I would say don't tell me anything.
Oh yeah, I guess you're right. I do remember that now.
All right, I'm gonna be honest with you.
Honest with me? Have you not been being honest before, Mom? That's a little bit strange for you, don't you think?
Okay, well, I couldn't sleep earlier either. I just kept thinking about that tape, about what could be on it.
Uh-huh. So what did you do?
I decided to watch it.
Oh, wow. So you know what I'm talking about then?
Yeah, you mean about how your grandfather seemed like a totally different person?
Yeah, basically. Honestly, I couldn't even recognize him. And not just by his totally opposite behavior. I mean, he even seemed to look different. What was up with that?
I know exactly what you mean. His posture, his facial expressions, his mannerisms, everything about him seemed so much more relaxed.
So what do you think it was?
I have my theories, but I don't know anything, for sure. I never really tried to talk about why he changed. I just called him a jerk when he's being one.
So it was kind of a gradual thing then?
I guess, sort of. I mean, he was always grumpy, don't get me wrong. But he was different from his family. He was always nice to us.
I wish he could find some kind of happiness for his last years. It's just so sad.
I know, sweetie, me too.
Hey, Grandpa.
Who is this? Whatever you're selling, I ain't buying.
Come on, Grandpa. You know who this is.
Oh, well, is it my long-lost granddaughter? Well, what a surprise.
We've only not talked a week. You're always so dramatic.
Oh, I'm dramatic. It's your generation that's the dramatic ones. Always having to broadcast your whole lives on the tickety-talk and the Instacart.
Whatever, Grandpa. I'm not here to fight. I seriously just want to have a nice conversation with you.
A nice conversation, huh? What the hell is that?
It's something that a lot of people do to pass the time, to relax and socialize.
Ah, who needs that? I've got the television.
Uh-huh. And what do you do when the power goes out?
I've got the wall.
Grandpa, speaking of televisions.
Are you finally getting me a new one for my birthday this year?
Well, maybe if you're good, but actually, it's about an old VHS tape that I found in a box in our basement.
I don't know anything about any adult tapes, you understand? Anything like that must have been left there by your father.
No, but ew. I'm actually talking about a whole movie that I found. One from 1980.
Oh, 1980, huh? Well, that was a hell of a long time ago.
Yeah, it certainly was long before I was born.
So what was it? Did you watch the thing?
Yes, I did, and it was Mom's 5th birthday party.
Oh, geez. That must have been something to see.
Do you remember anything from it?
No, not really. Honestly, I don't remember anything at all. Why? What happened? Did I make a fool of myself or something?
No, actually, you were just fine. In fact, you are happy.
Happy? No way. That's impossible. You must be seeing somebody else.
I really don't think so, Grandpa. I'm pretty sure it was you. Mom confirmed it.
Oh, your mother watched this thing too? What did she think of it?
She thought the same thing as I did, that you looked happy. More happy than you ever have.
So maybe I did look happy. So what? I'd probably been nipping the Pawnee Walker or something like that. Hell, if your mother's family was over there, I was for sure I had to.
Grandpa, what happened to you?
What do you mean, what happened to me? I got old. That's all.
But you used to be so...
Yeah, so happy. I heard you the first dozen times. Well, let me tell you this, girl. You have no idea what you're talking about. Not a clue. So just leave it alone, all right?
Fine, I'm sorry, okay?
And I want that tape and any others like it destroyed. Do you hear me?
Destroyed? Really?
Yes. That's right. Lit on fire, blown up, smashed to bits, shot, stabbed. Whatever you have to do. I just don't want it to exist. Do you understand me?
Well, no.
Well, no, you don't understand me. What's so hard to understand?
No, I understand you just fine, but I'm not going to follow your orders.
Oh, you aren't, are you? Well, you better mind your elders, or I'm going to.
You're going to what? I'm 17 years old.
I'm going to tell your mother. That's what I'm going to do. See how smart-mouthed you are when I do that.
Okay, sure. So you're going to tell Mommy, who isn't even speaking to you, right?
She'll speak to me. You'll see. She'll talk to me again.
Yeah, sure. Let's hope it happens before, well...
Before what? Huh?
Well, you know.
Oh.
I have to go, Grandpa.
Well, will I see you this Sunday then?
I don't know, but don't count on it.
Okay. Oh, okay. Well, tell your mother. Tell her... I don't know.
Hey, Uncle Paul. How's it going?
Oh, my favorite niece. How are you, my darling?
You mean your only niece?
Right. Yes, of course. That's always what I mean. So, what's going on?
Ugh, nothing good.
Oh no. Is it your mother? Because honestly, I'm not sure I should be getting involved in that. I don't want to get between a bear and her cub.
No, it isn't that, Uncle Paul. It's Grandpa.
Oh gosh. What did he do or say this time?
No, it isn't that. Surprisingly, it's just that. Well, I'm worried about him.
Yeah, well, we've all been worried about him for a long time, but it doesn't do anyone any good. And most of all, him.
Did Mom ever tell you about the whole movie that I found in the basement?
No, she didn't. What was it?
It was Mom's 5th birthday party.
Oh, wow. So that would have made me about 10.
Yeah, so you must remember what things were like back then. A whole lot better than Mom does, right?
Well, fortunately or unfortunately, I was the one blessed with the perfect memory.
Near photographic, right? At least that's what Mom always says.
Well, I wouldn't go that far. Thank the Lord.
So, what do you remember?
About that particular birthday party of your mother's, or of my childhood in general?
I don't know, I guess, what was the general vibe you get when you look back? I mean, about Grandpa.
Like how he was at home back then compared to how he is now.
Yeah, basically. I mean, do you have any clue what happened?
I used to not know. Or at least I used to tell myself that I didn't. But
you always did.
well, yeah, of course I did. I mean, it's not like it wasn't obvious. Despite the man never wanting to talk about his feelings, his true vulnerable feelings with anyone, it was clear to me that he just missed my mom more than anything in the world and, well, he was just angry.
Angry as to how she died? I mean, I guess that I would be too.
You mean if a drunk driver killed your mom, you'd be pretty upset too?
Are we talking about you or your dad?
Honestly, Layla, It took me a long time to forgive that woman. But eventually, well, I did. And it wasn't by any act of choice. It was just... I got tired of being angry.
But Grandpa never did.
Nope, I don't think so. I think he stayed angry and let it drive him. I think in some sick and twisted way, he started to enjoy that anger.
Enjoy it?
Anger can be addictive, especially when it's mixed with resentment and a little side thirst for revenge.
Whatever happened to that woman who hit Grandma?
Died in prison.
Wow, jeez. So do you think that Grandpa will ever be okay?
I don't know, hun. He seems bound and determined to push away everyone in his life who loves him or tries to take care of him.
Are you and him currently speaking?
I go over there and watch football with him. There's not much speaking going on.
I wish things were different for him.
He needs to come to that conclusion on his own.
Yeah, I guess so.
Hey, sweetie pie, how are you doing?
Grandpa?
Yeah, it's me. You probably don't recognize such a greeting. Even if it is my number, huh?
Yeah, that's a little bit weird. I'll be honest with you.
Oh, well, I'm sorry if I weirded you out or anything.
No, it's okay. Honest. How are you? Is everything okay? You weren't trying to let me know that you're dying or anything, are you?
No, of course not. Nothing like that. At least, not that I know of. I wanted to apologize to you for being such a nasty bastard the last few years.
Wow. Strong language.
Well, it's true. In every sense of the word. I've been a turd.
I forgive you, Grandpa.
Really? You do? Just like that?
Yes, just like that. Of course, that doesn't mean you aren't on a probationary period.
Oh, right. Of course.
So, what happened? How did you come to this conclusion?
Well, I guess I missed you, and I missed your mom. And that finally made me realize how badly I screwed everything up.
Wow. I'm impressed.
Impressed by what? Your cold-hearted old Gramps being able to feel any emotion?
No, just him being able to express it without calling himself a big wuss or something.
Well, what can I say? I guess that I'm evolving. So, do you think that maybe you could stop by this Sunday and visit me for a little bit? I mean, no pressure. If you have any plans, or if you just don't want to.
You know what? Sure, Grandpa. I'll be there.
Oh, really? Well, oh, great. I'll get to cleaning up. See you then, hun.
Wait,
Yes? Sweetie?
actually, Mom wants to talk with you. She's here now.
Hey, Dad.
Oh, hi, honey. How are you?
I'm well, so I guess you've reconsidered things. And you've just made up with your granddaughter?
Yeah. I've been doing a lot of thinking these past few months, and I want to make up with you too, Ava.
Okay, well, I'm all ears.
It's just that, I've been nasty for a long time. First, it was to everyone else in the world. Then, it was to my own family. I honestly don't know how that last part happened. But everything else, I think, well, I was just so angry about your mother, you know?
Yes, Dad, I understand. I get it. I really do.
But it was wrong on me on every level to take it out on you for so many years, and your brother too, and eventually Layla.
I'm so happy you realized all of this before it was too late, Dad. It shows so much progress.
I bet you thought that your old man was a hopeless case, huh?
I didn't say that.
Well, it's okay. You weren't the only one. I thought so myself for a long while.
So, Dad, this home movie, the VHS tape of my birthday party.
Yeah?
Well, are there any more of these? I honestly don't remember seeing this. There has to be more, right?
Yes. There's actually a lot more.
Really? Where are they?
I have them in the attic, but I just haven't had the nerve to watch any of that for a long time. You know, all of it has your mother, of course.
Oh, right. Of course. Well, we don't have to, but if you ever wanted to, I'd love to watch them with you. I'll be right there next to you. Layla, too. And Paul, I guess.
Maybe sometime soon. I don't know when, but it would be good for me.
Dad, you're going to be okay. And Mom would be so proud of you right now.
Really? Do you think so?
I know so.
After Marco finally felt ready to watch the tapes, the family all sat down and watched them. They laughed, they cried, they held each other tight and told stories that Layla had never heard.